Yeah, alright,
Yeah,
Coach.
get him, man.
Best piece I had in my whole life.
It's no trouble, really. In fact, you boys could spend time at my house if you'd like. Honestly, dude, it's getting sad. Get a wife.
Listen, man, you don't want to assume what people want to do with their sexual interests.
You know, Rudy's right. We don't want to be on the wrong side of history.
Maybe just leave him alone.
Rudy, you just reminded me about something that I'd forgotten about.
What's that, Fat Albert?
Coach Nitson's project, of course.
What is historical fiction? To me, it's in many ways a revisioning of what happened in the past. Directors can choose to depict history in a more negative light or a more positive light, while still retaining some semblance to the source material. This allows the audience to be educated or entertained, or both. However, there is a film in particular that I'd like to talk about in this video that strikes a chord with me that none of the others do. This film is none other than Apocalypse Now is a film that I think other films should be inspired by. From the very start of the movie, we're greeted with dread. Dread in its purest form. The audience has no idea what's going to happen to the main cast, which is usually what movies try to do. However, in this case, the audience can't read the film. In the films of today, I can usually work out exactly what's going to happen in a film even before it starts. In franchises like Avengers or Star Wars, their stories seem eerily predictable. But in films of the past like Apocalypse Now, I find myself second-guessing my theories. Most of said dread comes from the film's dedication to its source material, the Vietnam War. This war, by itself, is extremely brutal and very unpredictable. The film makes you feel as if you're seeing actual footage from the war. However, the film does step out of the realm of realism occasionally. This is with Colonel Walter E. Kurtz. And Kurtz is in fact the villain of the film.
To those who do not know what horror means. Horror. Horror has a face, and you must make a friend of horror. Horror and moral terror are your friends. If they are not, then they are enemies to be feared. They are truly enemies.
By this point in the film, the audience has experienced the horror he's talking about. We've seen cast members we love die. We've seen the madness that drives Kurtz beginning to form in our main cast. Thus, I believe he is not necessarily talking to Martin Sheen's character, but rather to the audience ourselves, essentially asking us to sympathize with him. Sure, he cuts people's heads off, but now we know why he does it. He's a madman, but what truly made him mad? The same war we as the audience are fighting. A war of moral principles, seeing the cruelty of both the Americans and the Vietnamese, and being conflicted on whose side we're really on. This is why I think other films should take note.
Did you like my presentation, Dum Donald?
You know what, Fat Albert? If I could be perfectly honest, I think you took yourself a little too seriously. If this Apocalypse Now movie is so good, How come I haven't heard of it any time before in my life before this moment? Did it bomb at the box office or something like that?
Actually, if you could believe it, Dumb Donald, the movie received critical acclaim.
Well, boys, I gotta go do something completely unhygienic during this time of quarantine. Need anything else? Don't bother me. Yes, sir. Well, boys, here you are.
What's that?
Oh, what did you think? It was food or something? Do you think me, the waitress, would be setting food on your table?
This stuff looks good. I'm gonna put a bunch.
Rudy, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Shut up, man. If I needed your opinion, I would've asked for it.
Should've listened to me, Rudy. I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey guys, me and Dumb Donald just realized something about this whole online fiasco.
Schools around the United States have decided that we are not taking finals anymore. So that begs the question, why are we even going to school?
Yeah, and like the remind said, we ain't even getting grades.
That's an excellent point right there.
It's bureaucracy, if you ask me.
Exactly. Some bureaucrat who doesn't care about a national emergency. If you ask me, we should just graduate early. It would save us time and money.
Not to mention it would help the mental health of our said students.
Say, Rich, can you believe these guys? Yeah, they have no idea how the school system actually works. They should be thankful that the school's even given them something to do in this time of crisis.